Recording in progress.
All righty, everybody. Welcome to today's call. It is Friday, January 21st of 2022, and this is the TRC telemarketing call. And I know when I call it the telemarketing call, I'm going to give it a qualification. Of course, the primary reason for the call is to be able to go over recorded calls. But secondarily and foundationally to this call, what we're doing here is we're just applying, and I just finished the first campfire call on Fridays. Just so you know I didn't have a big crowd over there, but it's a double training now on Fridays. One, we start at noon EDT, and campfire's intention is to go through the seller plan and the buyer plan every single Friday now at 12 noon, where I just walked through the buyer plan, and we'll get a recording up there ASAP into these groups. We had a little snafu. And then this is at 1 EDT. We had a little bit of a typo there. I know it looked like they were both at noon. They weren't. Campfire every week, 12 to 1, where we go over the buyer plan, then the seller plan, then the buyer plan, seller plan. That's training. We're going to train your brain to understand why you're here. On my watch, it shouldn't be long before you know why you're here and what makes you unique, okay? Those are the plans. Secondarily, telemarketers really give us a unique look into context of all sorts of buyers and all sorts of sellers, right? So the idea is that when we're doing telemarketing training, those are the words that we use to speak to different types of sellers and buyers. So whether you're an agent or a telemarketer, this is a context call. But the context is so that you can get the buyer and seller plan in the hands of the right people and create a really solid list of prospects, okay? I know we have a lot of new people here. I want to give one shout out to Will Daly and Laura Lemke. Welcome. We're thrilled to have you. So anybody that's new to the call, in addition to Laura, just make sure that you understand this is the call where I expect one call now. I can't do multiple calls. We have too many people. I want one call that you want me to analyze. You're going to take a proactive approach with me so that we can coach on that call, okay? Now, the coaching always happens against the training. And as you know, you love my direct approach, Desi, right? I'm going to shoot it straight, and we're going to go right down the alley, and we're not going to pull punches in this call. This is not for shrinking violets, all right?
So, get your tissues ready, ladies and gentlemen.
Put on a helmet, get your tissues, whatever it's going to take. This is the big people call, right? All right, so here we go. I have a bunch of stuff in front of me. Let me get to it, and
hey, Danny.
Yes, Paul.
I didn't know we were only supposed to send you one call. So the ladies sent me all their calls, so you can just ask them which one they want you to review. One up in queue.
Okay, you got it. The order that I have I have Josh Gartenbaum for Laura. I have him also for Angeli. I have Jason Young. I have Sarah Corey for Dave. I have Sativa. I have Alexis. I have Sam, Bruce, and Paul, okay? Those are the orders. We're going to just start pounding through these things. I'm going to move swiftly now on these calls, right? Here we go. So the first one, as I said, was Josh Gartenbaum for Laura. So here we go. I have two, so I'll take them today. We'll tighten that up later.
Hello. Hi, Karen. Yes. Hi, Karen. This is Laura with Jag Realty EXP. I'm calling you because I saw your beautiful home online and noticed it didn't sell. So I'd like to send you some information that will help you better sell it next time. May I do that?
Good.
That's fine. We're not interested in putting it up for sale right now, but you can send me what you want. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you? Or do you have in mind when you might be putting it up on listing? I don't know the answer to that. I'm having some medical issues, but
okay, let's stop. Laura, are you in here with me? You can unmute your microphone. Okay. I need you to unmute your microphone so we can talk.
It's unmuted.
There, how are you, Dylan? Welcome.
Great. How you doing?
Good to have you. Okay, so the first beat's really good. Okay. Do you have a copy of the script for the second beat is my question to you.
I have one script.
Okay, so there should be something that says second beat. So you have a first beat and a second beat. The second beat would start, by the way, while I have you. And the end of the first beat would be, I'd like to confirm the mailing address.
Okay.
Do you have it in front of you?
I do.
Okay, good.
It doesn't say beat on it, but I'm...
Okay. All right. I don't know where he got that copy, but there's a PDF version. So I don't know if Josh is on the call. Would you, or Will, would you write this down? I want you to have the PDF version of those. Okay. The PDF version, because we continuously make small distinctions in this. So let's do a little training versus coaching first. Do me a favor and read from the top of the script to me, and let's listen to what you have in front of you.
Okay. Hi, Danny.
Hi.
Danny, this is Laura with Jag Realty EXP. I'm calling you because I saw your beautiful home online and noticed that it didn't sell. I'd like to send you some information that will help you sell it next time. May I do that?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I will. Would like to confirm your mailing address is.
Good. Okay. Yep.
And then I say the address, 123 Hamilton.
Yep. Good.
Is that correct?
It is. That'd be fine. Send it there.
Great. I'll put that in the mail to you today and check in with you next week to make sure you received it.
Okay,
Sound good?
Good. Stop. That's the first beat. Ready? We're going to go back. Now, I want you to have that in your hands while you're listening to yourself. And let's see if there are any gaps, because these are all extremely important lines to set you up for the second beat. So here we go. Listen and read that script at the same time.
Hello. Hi, Karen. Yes. Hi, Karen. This is Laura with Jag Realty EXP. I'm calling you because I saw your beautiful home online and noticed it didn't sell. So I'd like to send you some information that will help you better sell it next time. May I do that? That's fine. We're not interested in putting it up for sale right now, but you can send me what you want. Okay. On a scale of 1 to...
Okay, what's missing right there?
I didn't confirm her mailing address.
Right, exactly. So,
yes.
You know what this is? I was listening to, I really like some of this Shaolin monk training, right? So I was listening to it in the gym, and they were talking about martial arts, and they were talking about, if you can't do this slowly, how can you do it at speed, right? So what we're doing is we're trying to, the training, I'm slowing you down to read it so that immediately it was obvious to you the glaring miss. And the problem is, what happens is when you don't get that beat to buy that time of confirmation, you're not setting up an automatic next call. Now, we know nothing about the context, Laura, right? We don't know why. We don't know how motivated. So what's happening is it becomes very important to thoroughly finish the first beat, because she might be in a hurry. She might be, great, send it, I got to go, right? So the best we can do is get this beautiful, benevolent Trojan horse of information out to her house, where now she's going to get a market update, 5 or 6 properties from the MLS that sold, filled with pictures and details, and a copy of the plan. That's really a significant information product that's about to go to her, okay? So if we do nothing else on these calls, we get through a good first beat where they're welcoming it. Now, she's throwing you off a little bit because she's trying to give you context already, right? Because what she's doing is saying, whoa, 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 I'm not selling. I understand that. This is just some information that will help you sell it the next time. And you don't have to say things like better, and I get that. So be precise. This will help you sell it the next time. And your mindset is with or without us, okay? Because the information in and of itself is a dramatically empowering gift to anybody thinking about selling their property. It's curated, organized, packaged up neatly with a cover letter that explains, here's what this is and what it means to you, right? And somebody that has context where they're going to sell, they're going to definitely want information that helps them sell it the next time, because you're not asking for Josh or Will to sell it. You're not. You're just saying, I just want to get this information to you. We've identified this, right? And we want to get it to you. Saw your beautiful house online, noticed it didn't sell, just want to get you some information that will help you sell it the next time. May I do that? And it's sort of the rhetorical question. If they're serious, of course you want this information. Now, they might question, what is it? So you need to be able to find on that script also, if I were to challenge you what it is. Now, I don't know whether Josh or Will has sent you one of these packages yet. Have they?
Yes.
Good. So you see what it is, but the problem is you're a telemarketer, you're not a home seller. So you have to read through that information, the way it came, in the stack it came. You need to read through it as if you are a home seller and say, would this benefit me? How would this benefit me, right? So that you can become emotionally attached to the power of that package, right? Now, you finish it and it sets you up for that call in a week, no matter what happens next. Got me? So you're guaranteed, now you're guaranteed a soft prospect. We've gone out of the lead into the soft prospect. A contact is a contact is a contact. They're changing their disposition. Lead means we know nothing about them. If there's even a real why or motivation, we don't even know. So we use the gift to have them open up into accepting it. That's a good sign. Yes, go ahead and send it. And if they said it pleasurably and they weren't rushing you as if they were just patronizing you, you know what a real yes sounds like, because they're a pro telemarketer, right? So now go back to the script and whatever order it's in. Now let's presume you got that corrected in the next call. Let's go to the next line on that script.
After
the property address. You confirmed. Wonderful.
Right.
I'll call you next week to make sure you got it. Pick it up there.
Okay, I'll call you. I'll see. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, I'll put that in the mail to you and check in with you in a week to make sure you received it. Sound good?
Okay. I don't know why he always has something that's a little bit off. I've got to get you the right PDF because the language is even easier than that. Over time, we keep editing. So there's a PDF that should be coming off of, the website. It's a little bit less of a tongue twister, but that's good. Next, go to the next beat.
By the way, while I have you, Sarah, it looks like a beautiful property. Why are you trying to sell it?
Good. Now we shut up and listen. Okay. See? So now let's go back to your call. Stay with that one beat.
And how interested are you? Or do you have in mind when you might be?
Okay. See, you're off on some of your own words immediately.
Yeah.
Right? Don't do that. Don't do that because it's not as effective. Right? It's not as effective.
Okay.
And we have thousands of hours trying to have you not do that stuff so that you get an easy answer. By the way, while I have you, it looks like a beautiful house. Why are we trying to sell it? Stop. So all there is to it. Think Twitter. Twitter forces us to give our thoughts in a limited amount of words, and that's the most impactful. This is not conversational yet. Okay? The idea is you were really good and almost perfect in the first beat already, and you just started doing this, okay? Good, right? Most pro telemarketers come in here, they're pretty close in the beginning. The next one is you're beginning to take. You gave in the first bid, but now you're taking. You're asking for an answer. You're taking the answer, why? And you're listening. Is she going to give you a real reason or not? And then the further qualification is her motivation to do so, okay? So you're going to hear you're not on that beat, okay? So the training, which this is a little bit more of with you than coaching. Coaching is just easy. Look, you're not reading the script yet. Go back to the script. Trust the script, okay? Until it's your own. And it's that Tai Chi moment. Slow down and see the words that are really in front of you and read them, because you have a good slow pace to your voice, right? So let's listen to where it goes.
Get up on listing. I don't know the answer to that.
See, the way you ask the question, she can't answer you. But when you ask why, she can give you her qualitative why. When you then get to, on a scale of 1 to 10, how motivated are you? She can give you a number. But you gave her something. When do you think you'll be listing again? You gave her an opportunity to get lost. This is almost like a shrink, right? Think like a psychologist. You're asking the right question so they'll open up their mind. They'll search it themselves and they'll try to figure out, that's a good question. Why am I trying to sell it? Oh, that's a good question. And they stumble over it. You can feel the patient stumbling sometimes when they don't give you a number. Say, I hear you, but give me a number. Just pick a number on the scale. Because then that gives us a formulaic way to say the rest. So read through the next question after why, please.
I see. That sounds like a good reason to want to move. But the only thing is, Danny, is she's very sick.
Hold on. I don't care about that. That's contextual. Oh. That's going to happen every time. I don't care about that. That's the real reason for selling now or not selling. I don't care about that yet. So don't let that interfere with us. That's going to happen every call. Everybody's going to have their own private context. But if you don't guide her to get connected to her why and help her guide to where she's at on the motivation scale now, you'll get the reason, Laura, by default. She'll give you the reason. That's going to help you decide, should I still send the package? If she's really sick and has decided not to sell in the next consecutive 12 months, she's not prospectable. Follow me? Yes. If she's really sick and she has to move, she's extremely prospectable and really needs your help, right?
Exactly.
Okay, but you're not going to get there without these questions. It's going to be nebulous. And when this goes to Josh for an appointment, it's not going to be as clear as it could be. So let's listen to how it plays out.
Okay.
I'm having some medical issues that's not COVID related. And I have no idea the answers to that.
Oh, why did it get stuck? Shoot. Yeah, it gets stuck. Let me try this again. Hang on. I have to refresh the screen. It just stopped. So sometimes that happens. Let me get back to the recording because that's a good meaty piece. See how dead-ended it sounds? We've lost our rhythm. The tennis game is over. We're stuck because of the questions that you asked her.
Hello?
Now we're dead-ended. Now you got to find your way out.
So, I have no idea the answers to that. Okay, why don't I call you back in a couple of months? And I have the address.
Okay. This is my point. What you've just done is you haven't gotten a clear outcome as to whether she's a prospect. And you dumped a nebulous call into the future. It happens every week on this training. Every week. People do it. Veterans do it. Sarah Van will tell you. I catch her doing it. You can't dump people nebulously in there. It's hard enough to get them on the phone. You got to find out why she was selling it. Does it have anything to do with this medical issue? Well, you don't know. And you had the window to get it. If you stuck to the words, you'd have gotten it. Follow me?
Yes.
It's okay. This is not a beat up session. You're brand new. That was pretty.
I know. That was my first day, really.
That was pretty dang good. But you have to trust me. I want you to read this in a Tai Chi slow movement way, even if it sounds artificially slow, until you can do it at speed. Just slow down. Read the words. When she starts to talk, make sure your finger's on the script because these questions are critical. Cool?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good job though. Good first start.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. That's enough for you to digest, right? So that the next time, just be cognizant of us closing that gap. Training, here are the words. Get them in your brain, Tai Chi slower, and then move up, okay? Then when you want to coach yourself, listen to your own recordings as you read it and see if it's there. And I think we have a little bit of a tighter script that's on the website that either Will or Josh, because I know you're working for both, will get you. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. Good job. Angeli.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Danny.
Hi. Angeli, let's take one of these. I don't know if one of them is better than the other.
The first one is actually a prospect, and the other one is not a prospect.
Okay.
I was just thinking on whether I keep it or not as a lead or a long-term one.
So let's go to that one then. That's the one that I want. Okay, is the one where you're not sure, just like Laura wasn't sure where she ended there. Let's listen to that one. Here we go.
Sure.
Hi.
Hello?
Steven?
No. Speaking.
Oh, hi. My name is Jordan. I'm calling from Jag Realty Group VX team. And I am calling to follow up on the conversation you had with my team a few months ago, around October, the latest. This is about your plans in moving and moving to Boise.
Yep.
Okay, great. Oh, yeah.
What can I do for
I'm following up. Yeah, I'm following up on that because I'm curious. What got you thinking about moving?
Oh, it's just in a really good area out there. I really like it. I maybe might be looking to move out there. It's just really expensive, so having a difficult time finding a house out there.
Okay, all right then. Well, yeah, this sounds like a pretty good reason to move. What about the area that actually makes you want to move again?
Okay, is that on your script there for this one? What about the area?
Yeah, because
I think it's
we were.
I think it's too much. I talked to Josh about this. So in fairness to everybody, I know I didn't realize these were different. You sort of trying to bring back the dead here, right? I know, I get it. There's a lot of mistakes that were made in the past. By the way, everybody listening, okay, this is the problem when you leave nebulous situations or cloudy situations and you didn't really prospect somebody the first time. Somebody like Angeli has to go back and figure out, are they real or what are they? That's what I mean by a bloated database. So the more you can be diligent, that when you actually get somebody on the call, you stick to a script that really prospects them or not. Meaning they are really prospectable and worthy of these packages and this follow-up and this time. There's a lot that goes into a good prospect follow-up. So you don't want to give that kind of attention to everybody because you can't, right? So if they don't have a real reason why, and there's not a high level of motivation, they're not going to be a 9 to 10 in the foreseeable 12 months. That's not a prospectable. In my world, they're out of the database. I don't want any fat in my database because we know that when we focus on the best stuff, we do really extremely well. So we want them out of the database. I can't do business with everybody. I'm realistic, and I'm not thinking that down the line, some long way, that's magical business when I have a whole bunch of people who inside even the next 6 months really want and need my help. Okay, that's my philosophy as I've tightened it up. Share it or not, that's up to you. But beware this call. Okay, this is the call where now all of a sudden we got to do too much work. So what I don't like about the script is she's already gotten the answer. Okay, he wants to go to Boise, but they're expensive. I don't need another qualifier. I got my answer. What got you thinking about moving? Why are you moving? I like the word why better. I don't really like the what got you thinking about moving. Okay, I know that's Josh's language, but I don't like it. Why is a word that resonates with everybody, right? So why are you thinking about moving? Well, I like Boise, but it's expensive. So just like Laura's call, they do interfere with their thoughts. So you have to listen. So he knows that. Really, you want to go to Boise, but you're having trouble. What would you say on a scale of 1 to 10? How motivated are you to move to Boise? Now that allows him to maybe even go more. Well, if I could find the right place at the right price, then I'd be a 10. Okay, so you'd be a 10. So if we could help you find a property at the right price, you'd be a 10. Is that right? Great. Okay, well, what I'd like to do is, now you make your offer for the insight meeting. I'd like to set you up with a buyer agent on the team who could spend some time, and boom, now you go into the buyer offer. Right? I don't have it in front of me, so I don't want to say make it up, but you go into the buyer offer. This can be so much shorter, right? But you're getting into too much of a conversation, which I know sounds weird that I'm talking all these great telemarketers off conversations, but that's not a system. The system makes you more efficient, and you're all tied to the end result. So don't you want more quality prospects to become clients? Of course you do. So too much is too much, and that's what this borders on. I'm going to listen to a little bit more, but I'm already wanting you to tighten this up. Why? How motivated? Why? How motivated? You do a good job with the context. Hey, listen, you talked to my partner way back when, and I'm just calling back. You had some interest in moving and wanted to see if you were still thinking about moving. Yes, I am. Great. Why are we thinking about moving? Great. On a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, really? Why so low? 8 and above. Below. Oh, really? 9 to 10? Well, I'd like to offer. right? That's it. Same thing every time. Let's listen though.
Well, so Portland is just kind of getting pretty crowded with the homelessness issue, and I'm just not really liking the politics out here in Portland. So, I'm looking to move from there to Idaho. It's a little bit more, what I'm looking for.
Okay, yes. Well, I understand now why you want to move to Idaho because of that.
See, all that you just said is filler. It's all filler. I don't want it in my calls, right? That's all filler. You're buying time here, Angeli. And so now I'm a minute 31 seconds in, and I don't know his motivation level. Yes, I get his why. And it's very typical of a lot of people moving from the West Coast inwards to Boise. You can ask, the Turner team, right? Lindsey Barlow, Tom Turner, all those guys, right? They're getting all that business. It's a very real, logical thing for a lot of conservatives. They like Boise. I get it. And we have somebody in the group in Boise. So if we don't cover Boise, you can refer this to them in the group in an instant, okay? The deal is a minute 31, and I don't know how motivated he is. Because if he's a 9 to 10, you close for the buyer appointment or the seller appointment, whatever it's going to be, or both, and you get out of here. But I'm seeing a lot of time left. Let me see how long.
Out of curiosity, on a scale of 1 to 10, how motivated do you think you are
There we go.
to actually make the move in the next 12 months?
Good.
Well, I'm very motivated. It's just kind of waiting for a dip to happen in the market over there so I can actually get a house.
Close.
Okay. So what if my team needs a solution for that? If, we can get you a good property with a good price as well. Would you be ready to move right away?
I mean, shoot, how would you guys do that?
There you go.
Yeah, well, what I know
Close.
is, honestly, I don't really know the specifics of that.
No, I don't know the specifics of it. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that. Just close. Do you have an offer in front of you that you would make to a buyer like this?
Yes.
Read it.
The reason why I'm trying.
Hold on. Read it to me, please. Read it to me.
Okay, sure. Let me just.
Yep, I want
Okay,
the offer.
so.
Yep, go.
Yeah, okay, that's great. My team lead has put together some information that would be helpful to you as you prepare your house for sale. Normally, I mail this, but based on your timing, if that's less than 2 months, I'd like to do you one better and have my listing agent drop it off personally. That way, she can take a look at the property, give you specifics for your house, and share her insight about how we can help you sell your house for top dollar. Sounds good?
Okay. But you just talked to him about the buy side. So are you prepared to give him an answer on the buy side? Because a lot of sellers are easy sellers once you figure out how you're going to help them on the buy side. And that's what he just asked. How would you do that? And you said, I don't know. We're dead. Right? Don't ever say that.
Yeah.
So what you need to do. What you need to do.
I was trying to direct him to Josh because
Okay.
I actually don't know how to do that.
Not good. Don't ever make another call without a buyer and a seller offer that's clear to you. Okay? So you have to go to Josh and say, Josh, a lot of these people are buy sides, and that's their problem. So I called starting off to see the sell side, but it turns out his problem is on the buy side. That's for all you telemarketers, all you agents. If you find somebody that wants to sell and they're motivated, but they have a buy side problem, you better have a very quick answer. We just finished the buy side campfire. We just finished it. To be able to express to them exactly and precisely how we would help them, right? That we have a buy side plan. It's very clear. Let me get you with one of the agents. I can get you that package, the buy side out there as well as the sell side. And then I'll have the agent tell you specifically how they could get you set up in Boise. Period. This is just going on. And again, not your fault. If you don't have a buy side offer and you can't hear it, but there's still too many word whiskers in here, Angeli, right? There's still too many.
Yeah.
There's too many. It's just a simple, and you get to it eventually. So it's like, why are you saying all these other words, right? It's a good question. You have to analyze your own performance. There are too many words in what you're saying. We don't need them. I said it was the same critique for Laura today. Too many words. And that's not what we do. So we've gotten this down. And so slow down and read what's in front of you. And if it's not good, what's in front of you, I'll know because you'll read it to me. So here we go again, like last week. You don't have a buy-side offer, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Got it? You need a buy-side offer.
Yeah. Josh is already working on that because we have already started to talk about that last week, and he's making the buyer series now.
Okay, it's all right here in front of me on the mind map. I just pulled it up. Okay, so once we get through this, now all of a sudden here's a simple buyer offer. Hey, because you're so motivated to buy, I'd like to mail you some information that will help you get the best buy. May I do that? Okay, period. So you just go there. Or because you're so highly motivated, I'll be happy to have one of our buyer agents deliver the buyer package himself, herself, and stop in to give you some of their insights to help you buy the next time. You know what I mean? Like, so it's very easy language. There's no big thinking here. Tell Josh, get on the helpline with me next week and we tighten this up. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Good call to analyze, though. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the bumpy roads. That's a good one. You stop making up words. Him start writing you all the scripts you need, which are already there. Okay?
Okay, Danny.
Thank you. All right, Jason. Tracy. I got a couple from you, Trace, for Jason. I have Melissa and Rick. Pick one, please.
Are you talking to me, Danny? This is Tracy.
Yes, Trace. I get you up here, and I have two calls that are labeled Melissa or Rick. You want to pick one of those and give me context?
We can. Can you play Rick?
Yes.
Rick is selling a home that he's renting out currently.
Okay, cool.
The tenants will be in there until the end of April. Excellent. So I just wanted some feedback on this call.
Excellent. Here we go. Let's check this out.
Hello?
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 Mr. Clover?
Yes.
My name is Tracy. I'm calling with the Miranda Real Estate Group. I'm calling because I noticed that you live in the Country Knolls South neighborhood. So I'd like to send you a copy. Okay. I'd like to send you a copy of the latest neighborhood real estate market update so you can see what's happening with your property values. Now,
That's good. I'll give my email because I may very well sell something I have in there in April.
Okay.
That's in very good condition.
It's in very good condition. Is it the 38 Rolling Brook Drive?
Yes. But since you see that picture on Zillow, I had the house painted white with black shutters, new doors. It's got all new windows, all new appliances. I had all the old trees removed and the lawn redone. And the bathrooms had been redone. The house is in very good showing condition.
Awesome. Do you have anyone that you're working with?
Well, I have a long-term tenant in there. They were very, very good, a father and son, but they're leaving at the end of April. So, and I've had it for 10 years. What do you think those things? What do you think that thing is worth, roughly speaking?
You know what? That's a good question for my agent, Jason. Since you're so motivated to sell, I'd like to get a package out to you.
Good.
So first, what's the email address, Mr. Covert?
It's RCOVERT.
All right. Let me grab that chunk so far. Okay. So you're excited because the neighborhood thing lands, but then he coughs up a potential, seller lead to become a prospect. Just slow down and go back to the same offer that follows the expired script, right? Because I get what you're doing and I love the efficiency. You're like, well, wait a minute, hold on. I need that email for this other thing. Yeah, but you've superseded that by the package, right?
Right.
You've superseded it. Hey, by the way, I'd like to get you a package of information that will help you sell the property if you decide to do so. So may I send that to you? And you go right back to the close. Can I confirm the mailing address would be this, or should it be somewhere else? Well, what are we going backwards for the email address when we got a real prospectable seller here? Let's get a mailing address. Then you can go back and clean up all the info. Hey, I'd still like to send you the neighborhood report. There'll be a copy of it, inside the package too. But I'd like to get this out to you, right? If you really like, and you're really thinking about selling it sooner than later, I could even have Jason bring it to you if it's possible to see the property. If not, I'll just mail it and then we'll follow up next week to make sure you got it. So always go to the best. The best thing that you can get out of this is the package for a seller, right?
Yes.
So just go there. That's the thing. I know it's a little bit tricky because you've got this script that's written exclusively for the market update, and I love your discipline. Your discipline reminded you, let me go back and get this, email. But you got superseded by something further upstream, which is a primary type of lead, which is a seller lead, a real seller lead, right?
Right.
Okay. So it's just, this is experientially throwing you off, but I love your discipline. Let's see where it goes. Okay.
007.
Oh, shoot.
Hello?
Hang on.
At Gmail.
At Gmail. Okay.
Right,
And
right.
the packet that I'm going to mail it to is at the 29 Glenwood Drive.
Yep, that's where I live now. Yeah.
Good.
That's okay. So that's where the packet needs to go. Okay. How
Yep.
about I get that out to you? Follow up with you next week,
Good.
just to make sure that you got the package,
Good.
Okay.
and we'll go from there. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
That sounds good. Thank you so much, Rick.
Yeah, all right.
Good. I'll take it. I'll take it. The only other thing you could do is, I got a little confused. He's not in the property. There's another property. So I think this is probably a good play. Get him the package, change the relationship, then get, a qualification that would now just be very contextual. Hey, I know the last time first of all, did you get the information? Wonderful. Don't talk about it. He got it. Okay. The last time we spoke, you talked about tenants. When is their lease up? Inside the next 12 months? Right? And if you were going to sell it, would you wait till they were gone or would you begin before? Because I think it would be beneficial if I could have Jason meet you at the property, take a peek at it, and he could give you his insights in advance of the lease ending. Follow?
Yes.
Very logical. Very logical. Why would it be valuable for the meeting? Well, before you go cold on no list, nobody in there, if the tenants don't mind, maybe you can take a peek at it, right? Well, I don't want him to do that. I don't want him to set the, no problem. How about we have him jump on a phone call with you, a phone appointment, and you can tell him a little bit more about it, and he can give you some of his insights. So you default down. It's a downsell. The upsell is I want to go see it. The downsell is let's do a phone call. Okay?
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny.
Yeah, good job, though. I mean, I think you're a real pro. I love your pace, your articulation. But today, for a rookie on our stuff, I liked your discipline. That's my best compliment today for you, right?
I'll take it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that was good. Real good. All right, here we go. Sarah Corey.
Hi, it's Mike.
This is Mike.
Speaking.
Hi, Mike. This is Dave. I'm calling from Metro City Property Group. Actually, in regards to a visit that you made to my webpage with the request for a property evaluation on Hetherington Road.
Yes.
Yeah, so I just have a few questions, and then I can send that out to you. Is that okay?
Sure.
Alrighty, so you're at 1456 Hetherington Road?
Yes.
Alright, and those are the two-story row units there?
Yes, they are.
Okay. And it's 3 bedrooms. How many bathrooms?
It's 2 bedrooms and 1 bath.
2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Alrighty, it is 2 stories, all right?
3. Basement included. Basement 2.
Okay. And is the basement finished?
Semi.
Semi-finished. Okay. And so it was built in 1970. How long have you owned it for?
Since 2003. And it's a total gut.
It was, sorry?
That's total gut.
Total gut. Okay, so tell me more about that.
removed all the aluminum wiring, so it's all rewired. New insulation, re-insulated, re-drywalled. French doors in the back leading to the backyard. All new kitchen, bathroom, stair railings, new flooring.
So is this all things that you've done since 2003, or is this all
Yes.
really recent?
Yes.
Okay.
New windows, new doors. Yeah, it's a total gut. So I gutted it from the frame and built
All right, I'm just worried about the length of this without a qualification.
So what was the purpose of looking for an evaluation?
There we go.
Were you considering selling the
But it took
property
2 minutes.
Yes, selling in the spring.
Good.
this spring? Okay. And are you thinking about buying something else, or what are your plans
In
when you sell?
Chilliwack? Yeah,
Okay,
Chilliwack.
Okay, right there. I mean, just ask why. You know what I mean? I mean, I get what you guys are doing with these home eval leads. It goes a little long in the tooth. If you're getting a lot of people to answer, it takes 2 minutes for us to get to why he's doing this. So I think we went through this with Jada a little bit. I don't know, Dave, if you and Sarah, I saw Sarah Van earlier. I think I saw Jada. I just think this is good, super well paced. I mean, professionally, it's awesome. I'm more questioning the strategic approach to take 2 minutes to go that deep and to tell me about it, right? I think you could go further. Get the basics has always been my philosophy about these home eval leads. Get the basics, right? Hey, you wanted a home eval? Just want to make sure this was the address. That's a 2-story down this area, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Great. Okay, super. Hey, by the way, will I have you? Why were you asking for the home evaluation? Stop. Selling in the spring, right? Or why were you asking for the home evaluation? Were you thinking about selling it? I'd stay with that. I wouldn't say, or just curious. I'd say, were you thinking about selling it? Okay, now he answers, right? And say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how motivated are you to sell it, right? Even though he says the spring. I get it. Stick with the questions to really, really prospect this cat and figure out when we send somebody. Let's see where it goes. The tone, the articulation is what I expect from you. Very professional, very good. I just am questioning the strategy to be this long, okay? So let's see.
Have you already done that, or you're waiting to sell first?
Waiting to sell.
Okay, good.
I have a property in mind. Yeah, it's a downsized condo apartment.
Okay. So what I could do is take a look at what has sold recently on Hetherington and send you that data. But I do think, based on what you're telling me, that would probably be doing you a little bit of a disservice. I think you'd actually be better served by having somebody come by the place and take a look at all the work that you've done and give you a proper evaluation that way. And while we're there, we could go over our 7 stages for showing you how to sell your home. And if you wanted to work with us after that, then we could go ahead and get ready for the spring.
Okay. Close. Really, really, really close. In the end, it's a take that just doesn't need to be there. And if you wanted to work with us, it sounds like you're a beggar all of a sudden. You went from professional to sounding like a beggar. It's subtle, but again, in this group with a trained ear, I'd be doing you a disservice because you're actually pretty close to selling it. So what I suggest is I send one of our agents over who could give you their insights on what to do and what not to do to get top dollar, right? Just something simple. May I set that up? So I just think because you start to talk too much, it just gets a little hokey in the end. It's a good call, though. It's just, I think where this needs tightening up for all of you up there in Ottawa is that there's got to be a tighter script that you're sitting to. And this is this couple times today. We're not really in touch with our offer verbiage. Okay. Why don't you get in touch with your offer verbiage and make sure it's very clean and very clear. If you need to deeper sell it, okay. Well, I don't know. Well, what they would be doing is they'd be coming over and they'd take a nickel tour of the property and they could tell you what to do and not to do based on our 7-step plan. They could customize one for you. And they'd also go over a net sheet so you could see what you're walking away from. So you'd see what you'd have left when you go to Chilliwack. That's very beneficial to sellers, right? So you really, if you're going to have to go deeper, you want to talk about specifically what that agent is going to do in the property. Okay, Dave, Sarah, Corey, if you're there, give me a.
Yeah, I didn't. I remember when I hung up that phone call.
Yep.
I didn't like my pitch. I was just like, I sounded stupid.
Yeah. Well,
I think I was a little rusty after the holiday.
Yeah. Well, exactly, and that's why what I was going to say to Laura Lemke, who's new, put your finger back on your script and make sure your pitch is what we think it should be. Right? Just put it on there. And maybe when we get rusty, because you don't need a lot of coaching on tone and pace. You're one of the best ones in the entire group on tone and pace. Patience. We know that when you are on a roll, you do well. But we also know that you atrophy and then come back and atrophy. So what do you do we all do that. But what do we do to overcome it? We stick to the plan. We take a week off. There's a vacation time. I'm not feeling good today. That's why the plan is so critical, Dave. Just put your finger on it, because this is so good right up until the end. You're still good. You're still going to get these appointments. I get it. But it's sloppy, right? And you don't have to be that. Follow?
Yeah, I agree.
Good call, though. I love the pace. All right, Sativa, you're up.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, do the James.
Yep. Okay, because
Paul.
because you and my gal Desi are diligent, and you give me also, by the way, Sativa and Desi are the only ones that send me their telemarketing tracker, which is in my face too. Okay, which I appreciate. There's accountability to hours and numbers, and as you know, Sativa, we've done a good job of trying to really make sure the calls are real valuable calls that we're accounting for, right? So when I look at this, last week what I have is 18 hours, 1,130 dials, and 31 live conversations. Now, the live conversations, are we accounting for only the substantial ones?
Yes, and I am counting some of my hangups.
Okay, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. That's not a live conversation. A hang-up's not a live conversation. A hang-up, and hold on. I know you come out of the box hot.
No. I have an answer for that one, though.
All right,
because you did tell her that you wanted some of her hang-ups to be able to listen to. And in order to get Mojo to record those for you, she has to put connect. So I think that's why she
but that's not
right, for tracking it doesn't count.
Not in the spreadsheet, right? Try to keep that purer where she gets down the line. If she gets down the line and it's a delete contact, I want that in the live conversation. That's fair, right? But just a quick look at, here's why I'm saying this. Kathy Dillon, who's on the call today, Kathy got a hang up and left it in the lead pile and kept going and eventually got the guy or the lady. I can't remember what the scenario was, right? It's still a lead, right? So just leave it there and just regurgitate it. I mean, if they hang up again or whatever happens, you go from there. But that's not, it didn't make any movement if it's that short, right? I mean, if they're really grumpy, you can send it. I mean, I'm going to leave it as a business decision with you and Des. If they're really grumpy, I'm not selling anymore. Don't call me. Okay, we might not want that person anyway. So if you send it to Desi and it actually becomes a delete contact, you can account for those. But just a raw hang up once you start your pitch, leave it in the leads, give a couple more tries. And if you see it's the same stuff, it'll age out anyway, okay? Because when I look at the math, I think your ratio per se is better than 31 to 2 packages. See, I can account for in what you have, when I look at the tracker, I can account for 2 packages sent on 31, whatever you call them. And I can see 6 delete contact. Well, that's 8 fully accounted for out of 31. That leaves me with a huge question mark as a management brain. What was the outcome of all the rest? Because my fear is what I'm trying to coach against happening. Bloated database syndrome, right? So what happened there, right? That's why you want to be fully accountable. If they were all just hang-ups or whatever's and you just left them there and you couldn't really call it a delete and you definitely can't prospect it, okay? Leave them there. And then you and Desi, myself, Eli, we make a business decision that at some point in time, they drop down to an aged pile where they're either just overflow opportunities or they're deletes. and Mass, right? So we're close, and that's why I love when you send me this stuff. I can coach another level of the business here. Okay, Desi, you go with that?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, because she's effective, and she's putting in. By the way, you heard what I said: 18 hours, 1,130 dial attempts. Okay.
I know.
Yep, she's a beast, right? Okay, which one do you want now, James?
Yes.
Here we go. What's my context? What am I looking for? What do you want to be coached on?
I reached his assistant.
Okay, let's see.
You want to know where to go from there.
You got the gate.
Yeah.
You got the
I mean,
gatekeeper. Okay.
I may be jumping out of a plane here.
Okay, but listen, my gut reaction tells me, so what? She's a decision maker because she's a gatekeeper.
Correct. And she answered the phone.
Here we go.
Hi, this is Sativa with Compass. I'm calling because I saw your beautiful home online and noticed it didn't sell. So I'd like to send you some information that will help you sell it next time. May I do that? What is the address? I'm sorry, it's probably for my employer. 59 Los Trancos Woods Road, Palo Alto, California. Yes, of course. You could send an email to the following address. It's
You're getting what you want.
_EA Colvert
Just trying to block the email.
KRT.com. JAK_EA at KOH. That's correct. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, what? Why? This is the second time in a row. So you got to explain to me why.
Because she was his assistant.
So what? So what? So what? So give me the reason why you bail because she's an assistant. Because you have a problem of bailing in different contexts. So why are you bailing? Tell me why.
Because I'm already thinking about my follow-up call to her after she gets the information in my mind. Because I feel like it wasn't appropriate.
Yeah,
I just felt like it at the time. I don't know. I felt like it was inappropriate. I don't know why.
You got this weird hang up with inappropriateness. It's a consistent theme with you. Okay?
Okay.
You got to switch gears and default to more aggressive than that. You got a little weird hang up.
Always. Yeah. I just don't want to send the wrong message or be unprofessional in any way.
Well, okay, but that's a tripping point for you. This is an extremely professional approach. We're extremely professional here. We're only
in the content of calling someone at their business.
What's that have
and
to
speaking?
Do? What is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sativa, you have to hear yourself saying all this. Somewhere along, we're all product of past trainings and past experiences. At some subconscious or unconscious level, you got some weird guilt or some fear about causing trouble. Okay, and it's showing up now regularly. And it's preventing you from thoroughly doing the job. Stop it. Like it sounds like your inner child is afraid to get in trouble. I'm not trying to play you shrink, but it's obvious to me now because it's the second time in a row I hear it. Oh, I'm getting into trouble. I can hear it loudly and clearly. You have to stop doing it because you are so dang professional and so dang good at this that why did you bail out? Why did you bail out? It's so hard to get her back on the phone, to get him back on the phone. It's so hard. Finish the job. Finish. You just bail too quickly. And you have this, all of you that have a hang up. We are not soliciting anybody to sell a house with this approach. We are asking permission to give them free information that will help sell their property the next time. There's no solicitation unless an extra free gift of an insightful meeting would benefit them. Then the solicitation happens. I'd like to list your property now that we're connected. It takes 2 steps of giveaways and service before we ever get there. And you're not the one soliciting. It would be us in the home at the appropriate time because it matters to them. You follow me?
Yes, sir.
So stop acting like you're doing something wrong. Right? Okay. You're not. You're not, there's no, and you're making up rules of appropriateness based on some sort of past paradigm. Stop doing it. I'm very confident sending you into the wild as a professional. If you all follow exactly what I ask you to do, I'm extremely confident that we are safe as can be because this is a professional, non-solicitous offer. There is no obligation to do anything with us. None. It's a service that's free to people that we recognize are in our geography that failed at trying to do something that was important to them. You got it?
Got it.
Okay. Act like a nurse. You ran away from a bleeding victim. Why did you do that?
Right.
No,
agree.
I'm serious. I use that analogy all the time, which also it relates. I want you to think of these packages as your two nursing bags. You just heard a small plane crash in your backyard. You're a nurse. You run out with the two bags and you run out. The first person you come across is some big burly football looking guy. Say, hold on, let me get away from me. I don't want, okay, no problem. Do you run back inside the house with the two nursing bags, or do you pass him on to the other 6 people that are saying, help, help? You follow me? You've got to be bold. You've got to go forward knowing that I have something that can change somebody's life for the better. If you don't think so, if I really got into the next layer of what we're doing, I have a distressed client who's luxury. He can't even think about the property. It pains him so much. He knows it's a bad business decision. He wants me to minimize it and get rid of it. We have another folks that we help on the buy side. They're struggling pre-divorce, and this house is a new, fresh start. And she was in tears at the end and grateful and thankful. This is a big freaking deal. You don't know what that guy at that employee, she said, yes, I work for my employer. You don't know the stress they were under, and you ran back in your house. Don't do that. Okay? If they scream at you, go away like the big burly football player, go away. Say, sorry for the interruption, but don't you dare quit. Right?
Okay.
Good. Alexis?
Danny, I had a quick question
Yes, go ahead.
in regards to that call.
Yes.
So when we're talking to somebody who's not the actual person on the account, we're still able to discuss and try to set up an appointment? Isn't that what happened here?
It depends on who the gatekeeper is to that person. If that's the person that books appointments for him, absolutely, you have no one else to go to. Yeah.
Okay.
You have no one. Is it a spouse, a partner, a business associate who handles this? Absolutely. If it's a
So what would you say?
Yeah.
And how would you approach that
Well,
person then? What would be the next beat?
First of all, wonderful. I'll call you next week to make sure you got the package. I didn't even hear that. Well, I did hear that kind of, but she's running. You can hear her running. I'd slow down. Wonderful. I'll call you next week to make sure you got the package. Should I be calling you or should I be calling your employer? Okay.
Perfect.
That's it. Who should I call? Okay.
Okay, so about the why though.
Hold on. By the way, while I have you, if it's going well with the gatekeeper, because she's the proxy. By the way, while I have you, do you know why he was trying to sell the property? No, I don't know. You'll have to ask him that. Okay, great. Why don't I do this? Let me get the package out to you next week. And then you see it. You'll see it's professional. Exactly what I said. We'll help him sell it. And then what I'll be able to do is hopefully book an appointment with him where I can maybe get those answers. Would that be okay?
Perfect.
Yeah. It's just keep it. Look, I think we get up in our heads, Heather, and we don't stay to what's in front of us, which is a formula and a system for the nurse, for the doctor, right? Just stay there.
Yeah.
We have the cure. Stay there. Stop getting up in your heads with all your paradigms and your weird shit, all your psychosis, right? Stop. Stay in front of you. That's the best thing to do. Look, I was listening to this Shaolin monk in the gym I was saying earlier, right? It's really, he said the same thing. Oh, I'm worried. I can't go there. And a lot of people do this with their kids. I can't go there. I could get hit by a car. You could get hit by a car. Whoa. How are we there when I'm right here, right?
Well, and I'm hearing too, then part of the way to stay professional, and especially with Sativa, it's very obvious from the call that she sounds really professional the whole time.
Yeah.
That to me, it sounds like part of being in that headspace is believing that you, for that situation, you are the doctor who has who has the insight to go further and be helpful, instead of getting into that space of, oh, I don't know what to do. It's more of getting in that headspace of, I'm the doctor right now. I can help this person help her employer.
And I am running the residency training. Okay.
Right.
And I am
being the helper is actually might motivate the assistant to go, okay, this person actually, I can be better to my boss if I kind of help my boss see this as a great person.
100% correct. 100%. Right now,
so the headspace is huge, right?
It's everything. It's everything. And this is why I tell all you team leaders, when you have anybody on your team, and all of you that are in this Griffin expansion across the country, we are going to help the agent, the telemarketer, the client care manager. We are empowering them with the understanding that our medical equivalent assistance to help people buy or sell is the dang plan. And if you don't know that plan, and you don't read that plan, and you don't get its benefit, well, then how can you help correctly? Then you are negligent, right? Don't be negligent. Be trained on Campfire. That's why we just went to weekly Campfire training over and over and over and over and over, because the context throws us off. They say crazy things, but they still need help, right? Got it? All right, let's keep moving. Alexis, you're up. Here's your recording.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, Louise.
Yes,
This is Alexis. This is Alexis calling
keep
from
going.
Paradigm Realty.
Good.
I'm calling because we saw your home
Good.
online
Keep
and
going.
noticed it didn't sell. So we wanted to send you
Okay.
some information that will
Hello?
help. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were gone. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. We just wanted to send you some information that will help you sell your home next time. May we do that?
Okay. Yeah, of
That
course.
would be okay. 26230.
That's correct.
Okay, great. And are there any other decision makers who should receive the information?
No, not at the moment.
Good.
Okay, and I'll call you next week to make sure that you receive the
Bang.
information.
Bang. Everybody, perfection. Do you hear that? She has the right script, including the latest one. Are there any other decision makers? Because it's been downloaded from the site. She's got the right script in front of her, and she crushes this. And he's not easy because he keeps trying to interrupt her. But she doesn't, one time he really does interrupt her, but she resets. 46 seconds of perfection. Bravo. You get the 5 gold stars this week, right?
Thank you.
Bravo. Bravo. All right.
I did fill out a questionnaire with him.
Hold
too.
on. We're going to keep going because this is what efficiency sounds like, even when you're getting contextually interrupted. I kept saying good. You hear me? Kept saying good in the background because what I was reacting to is you weren't getting thrown off, right? Now, when he really collided into you, tripping all over you, you reset, but you reset quickly. So here we go with the rest of it.
Luis, while I've got you on the line, it looks like a beautiful property. Why are you trying to sell it?
Yes, simple.
I'm sorry?
It looks like a beautiful property. Why are you trying to sell it?
Good.
Just trying to move my family out of state at the moment. I have other work out of state, so just trying to, move on.
Got it. Okay, I understand. That definitely sounds like a great idea. On a scale of 1 to 10, how motivated are you to sell the property?
Good.
At the moment, a 10.
Whoa.
You're a 10.
Close them.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. All right, I'll tell you what, because you're so highly motivated, I'd be happy to have Adam, who's my broker, deliver the package instead of mailing it. Deliver the package himself and stop in to give you some of his insights to help you sell it the next time. May I do that?
Woo.
Take
Sure.
a swing.
1:36. Everybody here? Now, again, we have a prospectable lead. You need one of those, but he's not the easiest guy. He can't stop tripping over himself while he's talking to her, right? Sometimes he's hard to understand, but she keeps going right back to it. That's what training sounds like. 1 minute and 36 seconds. No word whiskers, no nonsense. 1:36. Now she's following the script to the freaking letter.
He'll swing by. He'll take a look at the house real quick. It won't take that long.
Okay.
And he'll give you some insights as to what you might want to do and stuff like that, and answer any questions you have about the market. And he'll go over the package with you. The meeting lasts as long as you want it to.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, what day works best for you?
Whatever day, honestly.
Okay, let's
Sometime
shoot
this
for
week.
Monday. Okay, we might as well go for tomorrow.
Monday tomorrow. All right.
Uh-huh.
Sounds good.
Good.
Okay, how about 2:00 p.m.?
Can you guys do 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, and you are in Menifee. Okay,
Yeah.
great. All right. And do you have a basement on the house? I just wanted to ask you some quick questions so Adam comes prepared.
Do I have a basement in the house? No, I don't.
Yeah. No?
No.
Okay. And let's see. When did you first buy the house?
Good. You get to your question here. Good.
Shoot. About 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
2012.
2012. Yeah, I believe 2012.
Okay. Time flies, doesn't it?
It does. It's crazy.
Yeah. And how much did you pay for it at the time?
Oh shoot. I want to say like 275.
Okay, that sounds
Yeah.
great. And have you done any upgrading to the property, Luis?
No renovations.
Okay, is there anything that needs to be done? How about that?
Just basic plumbing. I do have some issues in one of the restrooms where the plumbing isn't all the way, but it's still functional, you know?
Okay,
It kind of stops and backs up every once in a while, but that's about it.
okay. And what's the best feature of your home, Luis?
Best feature.
Hmm.
I have to say, probably the inside, the living room area. It's very spacious. I like the size. Perfect for me and my family.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. Sounds nice. And what do you like most about living there at your house?
The neighborhood.
The neighborhood.
Great
I
community.
hear that a lot.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're very
because you
good
know when
community.
people buy a house, they're buying into a lifestyle. You know, they're
Ooh.
buying into the neighborhood. Yeah,
You
so
go,
you got
bro.
that right on there.
You
Okay.
go, bro.
What's most important to you when selling your home?
As far as
Just anything in general. What do you need to have in order for you to sell your home?
just something on lock. When I sell my home, I want to have another home. You get me?
Yeah.
So that way I'm not like struggling looking for a house.
Buy
meanwhile I
side.
don't have a house.
Buy side.
Yeah, so just security, I guess I would say.
Okay, we handle both facets of
Beautiful.
renting. We've got renting of real estate. We do selling and buying. So Adam can take care of you in regards to that. Okay. Have you talked to
Okay.
any other agents about selling your home?
No, not recently. No.
Okay. All right. Great. And what I'll do is we do like to make sure that we come in last if you're going to be talking to anybody, and that way we can hear what your offers were and make sure that they were all fair. I'll go ahead and have him swing by. I've got Menifee tomorrow at 4, Luis. And Adam will bring a packet that's going to be a 7-step seller plan.
Holy crap.
Nice job.
Duh.
Thank you.
5 minutes and 25 seconds from the start to a kick-ass appointment. Are you kidding me? Goofy
Danny.
good.
Danny, in all the years I've been listening to calls, that's the best one I've heard, period.
Goofy good. I'm putting that up on the Facebook group so you all hear what goofy good sounds like. Like I'm giddy. This lady is trainable. This lady is coachable. This lady sticks to the dang plan all the way through. This is perfection. And when I say perfection, she even throws in a little bit of sizzle on her steak with a key word. Lifestyle's important. That's in the trainable plans. I want to grow up to be like Alexis. Holy crap. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I am so proud of you. And I'm telling you, you've been showing up on all the calls. Talk about a proxy for a busy guy in Adam, right? You've been showing up on all the extracurricular calls. That's where it pays you. You're efficient, but you're not rushing him, even though you're moving through it swiftly. Paul's right. I'm not so sure we've ever had a start to finish that efficient, that excellent. Now, of course, we need a supporting actor like this guy. He plays the game, but you get him under control. And when you start to ask those right questions on the seller qualifying questionnaire, which are there precisely for that reason too. I can't believe how many of you pull the punch. How much did you pay for it? What have you done to it? What's its best feature? Right? Now, the tricky one there, a little bit of coaching. When you say what's most important to you and he gets lost, price, timing, right? Go fishing with some of the obvious things. That's the only thing to help you out. You survived it. But this is really, really, really exactly what I want from everybody. And you take it as far as the call will go. Her first beat is great. Her second beat is great. Her third. That's a fully fledged systematic approach to turning into an appointment. That's what it sounds like. But she is in the words. She's not just inside the guardrails. She's on the line. That's where she is. She doesn't fall off the line, even when he tries to push her off. Bravo. Just so good. So good. Yeah, just so good. But now your problem is you set a new standard for yourself. You need to try to be that, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
what will collide into you will be that now you know you're good and you get a little bit cocky, right? And you begin to stray from the discipline. That's why when you come here next time and you feel like you fell off a little bit, you bring me those too. Say, all right, it's not as good. I still got it. But listen, tell me what you think was going on with me. Like with sativa, it's easy. It's unconscious or subconscious level stuff. Somewhere in there, she got to bubble it up because she's also good. But you can see what affects us. Yours will be, you are good already, and you'll atrophy. You'll snap back, right? Good.
Right.
I'm just thrilled. All right, Sam.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Hi, is this Sam?
Yes.
Hello. Sam, hi, my name's John Levenberg. I've got a property in Petaluma that, in Santa Rosa that I'm interested in selling. I'm not really interested. Honestly, I'm not interested in selling. It's on the market, but I've got renters. So let me give you my address. You can send me whatever you want to send me, and I'll take a look at it.
Okay, what's the best address?
Okay, should I assume you left him a message and this is his callback?
Yes, actually, I don't know if I sent you 3 emails, but this is not an expired lead. This is a FISBO because I had a big calling list for FISBOs.
Yep, good.
So I asked Sonia if I could give it a try, and she
Sure.
said yes. And I used the script and everything, but I left this guy a voicemail, and I just offered the package if he wanted to sell it.
Good. Okay, good. So he's
And
coming
yeah,
back.
he called me back,
Good.
but it was very early in the morning, and I didn't have the property on there or anything.
Did you?
So this is from my phone.
Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. So the good news is he's calling you back. You can always just be transparent. Sorry, I'm not sitting at my desk. Can you refresh me which property this is? And just say, and just take it down. You have your phone. So if he's calling your cell, what do? You go right to your notes, okay? And you click, boom, I've got a notes pad. Period.
Yeah.
Period. I can click the voice, right? And say,
Right.
Sam, what's the address? Right? Now you give me the
Right.
address, 123 Main Street. And that's in Palo Alto, California. Is that correct? Boom. There it is. So I'm tired of people acting like it as if not you. You're not acting like this. I don't want the excuse from anybody that you can't be resourceful when you get caught off guard. And that would include scripts, right? Like the inbound money phone that I keep hearing. Oh, well, we don't want to script this. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. A scripted performance is the best and cleanest way to empower the person to help them get what they want. Get yourselves organized, because all I have to do is click this. And if the top of my notes is upcall script, boom, I go to it and I stay with it, right? Everything we have from a technology standpoint empowers us to be ready. Let's listen to the rest of this.
Okay, address.
It is 1004 Century with a C. It's Ellicott, L-I. Second word, city. Maryland.
Long address.
Okay, perfect. So I have it's 10.
Okay, good. You're repeating it to him. Good. Good practices.
Correct.
All right, perfect. And it looked like an amazing property.
I'll call you next week to make sure you got it. Okay? Sam?
Yes?
I'll call you next week to make sure you got it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, I actually wanted to send you this call because I went through the entire script, but I also added some other. I asked him some other stuff, so I just wanted to make sure if that was okay or if should just
hold
not
on.
have
The
asked.
first thing that's not okay is skipping. I'll call you next week to make sure you got it. Because what does that do? That makes him into a soft prospect like that. Okay?
Oh, okay.
So now you're guaranteed a soft prospect, but not if you don't finish the beat, right?
Right.
So, because when he gets this package and he finds out it's really helpful, he's going to appreciate you more. And now you've already booked a soft prospect call to see if you can turn him into a hard prospect. An appointment now or a longer term follow-up where you can digitize the information you just sent him. You follow me?
Got it.
Okay. So finish. This is good, but finish. You're rushing.
Okay.
Everybody's got a Tai Chi. Slow themselves down. Here we go.
Pretty. Why were you trying to sell it?
Which property are you talking about?
The one in Santa Rosa.
I'm not trying to sell it.
You're not?
To be honest.
Oh, but
Yeah, I'm not,
I had
yes.
that it was listed for sale by owner.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a Zillow thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's on there because I get calls about it constantly. So it's on there, and if someone wanted to come to me and throw out a million something, I would consider it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I hate FSBOs, everybody. There's your guy. There's your FSBO clown. I can't stand them. So if you're going to do FSBOs, after you've tested it for a couple months, make sure it is worth your while. Here's one of these clowns. It makes, for me personally, and my business decision, sounds like he's scratching on a chalkboard right now.
Okay. And have you ever considered listing it with a realtor?
Nope.
Would you?
Good.
No, honestly.
Okay.
I don't really.
Done. Like done. This is a waste of time, right? Done. There's no real reason why. There's no motivation. And just like I say about these clowns, they don't appreciate us. Why would you ever waste your time with someone like that? Done. I can't even listen to it anymore. Done. Done.
Wait. But can you still but for a reason he called me back, right? I thought, look, I put him in a position
because he's a cheapskate who wants information for free. Yes, there's the reason. You got it?
Yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah.
But after that, he said that he wanted the money, right? Because that's what they all want, of course. So I said, well, what if we give you a market analysis and we let you know what we think it would sell for? And then would you list it? He said yes. And then, that's how it goes. So I don't know what to do with that person or what your opinion is.
I don't like it. I'll let Sonia make a business decision. I got a pretty easy thing to say to Kathleen and Ashley. Don't ever book me for anything like that. I'll tase you.
Okay.
Right? I hate those people. They are the biggest time wasters. They're obnoxious. He's nice, but he's obnoxious. He's a clown. I'm not in the circus business. He's a clown. Right? Just another person. Yeah. Zello. He didn't even know how to say Zillow. He's a clown. Right? He's a clown.
Got it.
Yep.
Danny, if my mic wasn't muted, you would have heard me burst out laughing when you said FSBO clown.
Yeah, he's a FSBO, and that's what he is. Now, if you're calling FSBOs, then I hope all your team leaders are giving you permission to dump a clown like this in 3 seconds. To use your discretion. There was no why. He had no motivation to sell it, he said, unless he gets a goofy price. Well, what is the probability for success? Even if you can be, because see what Sam said, but I kicked the door down and I got this. With all the expireds that haven't been reached, that haven't been relisted, with all the circle prospecting, Jason Young has absolutely proven to this group with Tracy that if you circle prospect, you can find better people than this clown, right? So there are so many things strategically before a FISBO. In my mind's eye, if you feel like you're desperate and you're proving to yourself you got nothing else better to do, maybe. But okay, Bruce. Hey, Kathy.
Hey, Danny.
Hi. Hang on one second. Hang on, Gabby. Hey, Kathy Dillon. I don't see a call from you in that email.
Okay, it's not down the bottom.
No, it'll be at the top. Danny.griffin@therealtyclassroom.com.
Yeah, but can you scroll to the bottom of the
Scroll to the bottom of what? In my email?
of the email? Of the
No,
email?
no, I don't even have the email is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah. So could you resend it? Danny.griffin
Yeah.
at therealtyclassroom.com. You must have sent it to
Well,
the wrong address.
okay, we'll do.
Yeah, because
Will do.
I'm gonna take it for sure. So I got
Okay.
I got 2 more and then I'm gonna do it. That's why I'm giving you a heads up. Gabby, go
Okay,
ahead.
thanks.
Gabby, yeah, you're welcome. Gabby, you had a question.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't know what circle prospecting is.
Sure, no problem.
So can you
yeah.
explain that to me?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we have primary sources of seller leads in this business. You've already gone after the main primary expireds. There are also probates, meaning somebody has passed, typically without a will, and that an administrator has been assigned. So it's a little bit trickier to find the real estate involved, right? But those are 2 primary continuous sources of potential listing business. The third would be for sale by owner, FSBO as an acronym, okay? For sale by owners, the service like Vulcan, etc., they can also accumulate those and give you names and numbers to call them. We have a script for all those primaries. Secondary to that, in vertical, let's say Gabby goes and gets an expired listing, a probate listing, a FSBO listing. She can circle prospect around it, meaning a tool is used to draw a circle around the listing that has just been gotten. It'll populate telephone numbers and names, and you will call with a subsequent script that we have for you, just listed. Later on.
Hello, this is Grant.
Oh, Grant. Hey, Grant, we're live. We've got just listed, open house. Hang on one second. It's his first week. Grant's only been with me about like 20 years, right? So
You don't know no better.
Exactly. He gets excited. He's such a junkie. Phone call, right? All my clients are privately junkies for the next sale, just so you know. All right. So Gabby, when you come in there, circling around just sold, right? Is also. So just listed, open house, just sold. All of those are contexts for circle prospecting. Another one, though, is if the team leader really has nothing for you to do after those are all exhausted, a real circle prospecting would be a Market Watch newsletter offer that Tracy made so beautifully. Tracy kills that offer now, like you heard it earlier. But what can happen is while she's soliciting just a name for his market newsletter is all that goes out, right? So she gets name, mailing address, email address. He can mail it to them. He can email it to them, but she's got that. But that also allows you an opportunity to ask if they know of anybody in the neighborhood that's thinking about selling, or are they thinking about selling? So every one of the circle prospecting ways to talk to people still allows you to prospect that person and their neighbors. Okay? Got it? So expireds, probates, FSBOs, it's a clean list that comes to us. Circle prospecting, we draw an area, pull the names and numbers, and call into that circle. Okay? Yeah, good. Great question. Because you'll be doing that stuff. All right, Bruce is up. We got 2, pick one. Lawrence or Michael?
Yeah, Lawrence Urban, he actually says yes, but he's actually, he called the office today and said he wasn't interested, but that's the more interesting call. The other call is very short and sweet, so whichever one you want to do.
Lawrence.
Phone is protected by no more. To prove you're not a robocaller, please enter the number 79. Again.
That's interesting.
Thank you. Connecting your call now. Hello, Mr. Urban. Yes, I'm Bruce with the Stillwell Remax Group. I was calling you because I saw that you're the personal representative for a probate estate. If that's true, I'd like to send you some information that'll help you get through the process. May I do that?
What is that?
The information I have is that you're the personal representative for a probate estate. If that is correct, I would like to send you some information that will help you through the process. May I do that for you today?
Sure.
Good.
Okay. Let me see. Would that go to 5010 Ellesmere Ave?
That was good, Bruce.
Okay, great.
20814.
Right. And is there any real estate included in the state?
I don't know yet. I don't know for sure.
Okay.
Are we talking about?
Okay.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing? What happened there? What happened?
I don't know. I think he got confused, and I got confused.
Yeah. Well, what's confused? I don't know yet. Okay. Well, in the case that there might be, I'm going to include some real estate information. Okay. So just say that and say, is there a property that's being considered as part of this? Just dig in a little bit deeper, but you can't pull what's happened to Sativa and freeze up. I call it the starfish, right? All of a sudden, it's not going right exactly as the tennis game should go. And the starfish spreads itself out and gets all stiff, right? Don't do that. Just come on, just move.
Well, go ahead and send that out, and I'll give you a follow-up call next week to make sure that you've received the information, okay? And then maybe by that time you'll know if there's any real estate involved, okay?
Okay, that'll work.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Okay, it's not terrible, but again, it's a nebulous outcome. Okay, so when you say you don't know if there's any real estate, is there real estate that exists that might be included? Get more curious. And again, same advice for you. You got to Tai Chi a little bit. Slow down in your mind, right? You create a stutter that you actually don't have when you speak, because in your mind, you're trying to go at Mach 10 with your hair on fire. Slow down. Tai Chi this a little bit. Slow down. You're not doing anything wrong. You're very good at this when you slow down. Okay? Good. I got a whole bunch from Gabby, but that ain't happening. So Gabby, you got to pick one. Jerry, Leslie, Daniel, Andrew, John, James. Pick one.
There's one, I think it's Leslie. I got super stuck there.
Okay, cool. Here we go.
Hi, this is Leslie. I own that condo you want to talk about. How are you? Hey, Leslie. This is Gabrielle with Cantu Group Real Estate. Hi, Gabrielle. How are you doing? Hey, I'm good. We've already spoken once.
Yeah, you're not athletically ready here. So that's the first thing that I just would say is easy. Yeah. Now, it's tricky because you're leaving messages, and the message you like Sam left a message, you left a message. So I'm presuming you did a good job of being cryptic enough that they're curious and they're coming back to you. Okay? So this is good, but you're just not ready for the inbound, right? So if you're going to leave messages, remember which ones you're leaving, expireds or any other context, right? Yeah, that condo. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not in front of my desk right now. Can you refresh me on the address? Get into the conversation because it's a callback, right? Oh, great. Well, the reason I was calling is because I saw your beautiful condo online and I noticed it didn't sell. You go right into it, right? What's throwing you off is your brain has only been trained to make the outbound and be in control, right? Now they're coming inbound, which is totally unsettling to most of us, right? So we're just not athletically ready for the other direction. That's all this is. Let's listen to the rest of it.
I just wanted to call you back, let you know that we are very, very interested in your property. We would like to show a couple of our people your property.
Huh? What is this lead?
It's expired. I'd already talked to her once. And she had I couldn't find the call. That's the call that I wanted you to listen to, but I couldn't find it.
Hold on. Where are you getting the words that just came out of your mouth? We're really interested. We'd like to show it to people. Where'd you get that?
from thin air. Like I said, I got stuck bad.
Okay, well, you don't have
She
to.
threw me off.
Gabby, you don't have to get lost. You have a script. She's expired, and that's at the moment all you're calling.
Okay.
Why are you trying to do it on muscle? And now you realize how dangerous it is on muscle. You have zero real estate experience, right? To a certain extent. I know you have some real estate. You have no experience. Even us, those of us that have been around forever, that have myriad, hours and, situations and all this stuff. Holy moly, right? I mean, we couldn't pull this off. So we go to the system for ourselves. Why wouldn't you? So that's all you did here. You did not trust the script. Now, if you train it, she catches you off guard and you're not right there. Okay. I want it on your phone, right? I want it on your phone.
Yeah.
And just go to it. But this is totally made up and haphazard. And you're effective. Let's see where it goes. I want to see if it blows up.
But I would also like to see if you wouldn't mind telling me more about the property. I can definitely tell you more about it. I can let you know I'm not looking for a listing agent right now. I've already committed to someone else. But if you do have buyers, I can put you in contact with my listing agent.
Okay, it's over. It's not a good lead anyway. Okay, not a good lead anyway. But the lesson learned here is there's no reason to feel unprepared, right? And this is where everybody's getting nervous because you've just never been confronted with this context. Trust the system. Right? All you've learned is 2 beats. Go to them. Right? That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Kathy Dillon, we're going to round it out with you. What? Okay, this is kind of weird the way it came into me. All right.
I have been trying to send it.
I got it. You want Ali. It opened. You got Ali, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Camille?
Yes, that's my last name.
Yeah. Okay, there's the first mistake. Ali, where'd you get Camille, right?
They were backwards. It was backwards on the record.
Got it. That makes
I recovered.
What do you mean?
I recovered.
What do you mean? You're not Nostradamus? Holy crap. All right.
Oh,
good.
sorry. This is Kathy. I'm calling from Griffin Realty Group. And the reason I'm calling is I saw your beautiful condo online and noticed it didn't sell. And I was hoping to send you some information that will help you sell it next time. May I do that?
Really nice.
Sure. We actually put it for sale back in August. It was on the market for, I think, 4 or 5 days. We got many offers, but we decided not to sell. So that's the context, if it's that simple.
Okay, that's great news that you got many offers. Why did you just decide not to sell?
It was basically personal reasons. I was supposed to relocate, but didn't because of COVID. So we didn't sell.
I get it. Okay. Well, let me send some information out to you that I think you'll find very.
Why? Kath,
Sorry?
Why? Why are you making the offer to send it?
Why am I making the offer to send it?
Yeah.
Because.
It's a good question, right? Why?
Yeah, well, I go through the whole thing, so stay tuned.
Okay, let's listen to more then. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Here we go.
Very valuable. Should I send it to the commercial street address, or is there another?
Sure. No, that's right address.
Okay, great. And I will give you a call next week to make sure you received it. Is there anybody else I should send it to? Anybody else involved in the decision?
No, I am the owner. If it's digital, it's probably even better because we could save some papers for the planet. But if it's just hard copy, that's fine.
Okay, I can send it both ways. What's your email?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Given the opportunity, it's ineffective as an email. It's ineffective. It's a mess. It's too much information. It doesn't have the Amazon effect. When somebody gives you that option, and if it's the only option, and they're really, really adamant, fine, okay? But he didn't do that to you. I don't want a digital copy going out. I only want the physical. They don't have the experience. Now he's got both. It's confusing. The confused mind does nothing.
Got it.
So M as in Michael, dot.
Yeah, because now we're going down the email path, and it's like,
at gmail.com.
And you pronounce your first name Ali?
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. I will send that out to you before I let you go. It looks like a very nice property. Why are you looking to sell?
We were just.
oh, it freezes. Dang it. Okay, it's not bad, but it's a little bit out of order. I loved, like, you kind of went, why'd you decide not to sell? That was good. It was conversational. It's a frequently stated objection. So that was good. Just stay there and say, why were we trying to sell it in the first place? Right?
Yeah, I get to that.
Okay. All right.
Can you try?
Yeah, but no, I'm saying, I know you get to it. The issue is just the order of it, right? You follow me? It's good.
Hi, Camille.
It's just
and I will give you a call next week to make sure you're.
My last name at gmail.com.
Okay. Let's see where it goes. It froze.
And you pronounce your first name Ali?
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. I will send that out to you before I let you go. It looks like a very nice property. Why are you looking to sell?
We were just moving outside the U.S., but not anymore. So hopefully we'll stay here. There is a chance that we actually, if again a helpful context, we might need to just upgrade to a bigger place.
Beautiful.
So that might be a reason we might sell.
Beautiful. Now you got there. This is good.
Okay. That sounds great. And on a scale from 1 to 10, let's say, how motivated are you to sell?
To upgrade. You can be contextually corrected.
Probably in October, very motivated.
Good.
Not till October.
But that's good, though.
Yeah, because I want to stay the 2 year just to make sure I don't pay the taxes.
Taxes,
I
good.
Pay a lot of taxes.
Real good.
Just want to make sure.
All right, stop. Everybody, this is a really good example of a great long-term prospect that gets the package. She calls next. She makes sure he gets it. She digitizes the follow-up. And she says, Danny's in Boston all the time. It's no sweat for him to stop by, take a peek at it, introduce himself, give you a few insights, right? And what does he need to see? What else does he need from us? What's he need?
He needs the buyer package.
Yes, bang, bang. So we set him up on MLS for solds. We set him up for buy side, 2 different things. You got a double prospect. Really good. And your tweaking is not much, right? It's not much.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I have him on your schedule for next Friday.
Yeah, I got it, and that's a good call for me. That's a good call. He's smart. He's articulate. He's open, and I like the way you stayed with it. It's just a little bit out of order. So, in other words, like, slow yourself down too. You did a great job dealing with what he gave you. Right? And then in the end, same thing. He gave you upgrade. Well, wonderful, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, how motivated would you be if you saw the right place? Well, I want to wait 2 years. Oh, great. Well, let's get out in front of it with the information. I'm going to include the buy side package too. Let me send this stuff out to you. I'll call you next week to make sure you got it, right? He gets it. Say, hey, listen, I was thinking too, it wouldn't be a bad idea for Danny to jump on a call with you, just to hear a little bit more about commercial and what you're looking for, and so we can be out in front of it. I know it's not till October, and that makes sense to us, but October is not really October, right? October, it really starts in the fall, and that turns around like that. So we're going to keep you up to date on the market update. You got a snapshot. We'll keep you up to date with sells around you in commercial, so you can see the trend in the market, and then we'll show you what sells on what you want to upgrade to, right? So boom, boom, boom. Now the guy's getting everything from us. He knows me. Now you've set up your long-term follow-up. He goes on your prospect sheet with a potential to become a client in October or sooner.
I love everything you just said, but my question is,
Yep.
Why would he have to pay capital gains if he purchased at the same time that he sold? I thought
no, it's a capital gain. It's a capital. He gets, if you live in your primary residence for 2 of the consecutive 5 years, there are no capital gains taxes for a married couple up to 500, for a single 250,000. So if he makes $500,000, presuming he's married, he has $500,000 in gain he can make tax-free. And he doesn't have to even parlay it into the next house. That's what he's talking about.
Right. But my question is, if he were to do the transaction before October and it was an even transaction or somewhere around there, would he still have to pay?
Yes. Yeah, you're not listening to the thing. He's not an investor. That's the 1031 tax exchange.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Okay,
that's what I thought.
No, 1031 is they own a rental property and they're exchanging it for like kind. Okay?
Got you.
Yeah,
Got it.
totally
Okay.
different scenario. This is this is the benefit to a primary home owner. If you live in your primary property for 2 of the last consecutive 5 years, you individually are protected to $250,000 in gain. As a married couple, $500,000. Okay, so he's got to wait the 24 months, so he doesn't have to pay anything on that.
Okay, get it. My second question.
Shoot.
In my follow-up call, I talked about you and the insight and that whole piece.
Yep.
Pretty much followed the script. And at the end, he said, "Full disclosure, I was thinking I was going to go with my realtor because I bought the place through her, but I'm very happy to meet with him."
Good.
Especially because he's experienced.
Good. There you go.
I said,
there you go. Good job.
So is that good?
Yeah. So you sold me well. Oh yeah. I'll go take that from somebody like that in a heartbeat. We're way out in front. And we're way out in front of it. So our ability to show professionalism with the delivery of the packages, okay, with me and then your long-term follow-up, we're going to be very hard to compete with on that, right? Then I want to know before that meeting, who is the other agent and what is their experience?
Right. Okay. And then the last part of it, he said, "And full disclosure, I'm going for my broker license."
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Great.
I said, great. Yeah, I said, good for you.
Great.
Blah, blah.
Great. You have zero experience. You can't do it yourself. So what do you want? You want a discount? Is that where we're going? If it's luxury, I'm in. Right?
Okay. So how would you rate him as a prospect?
I think he's a very good one. He's a real, let's put it this way. He belongs on your list. That's all I care about. Okay.
Okay.
Now, couple tweaks for you, my dear. There is no such word as Griffin Realty Group. Okay. There's no I. It's Realty. And the other one is Realtor. It's Realtor. There are only 2 beats in those 2 words. Okay. Common mistake everybody makes.
Ah, never knew I did that.
Yeah.
Everybody. It's actually spelled wrong when you say realtor.
Yeah.
All kinds of memes.
That's right. Realtor, Realty. Just 2 beats.
Ah, okay.
Yep. Everybody does it because we never really look at the word. When you look at the word, it'll be obvious, right?
Right.
Bravo. All right, everybody, that's it. I have had enough of you, and you have had enough of me.
Oh my God, for real. Thank you for finally saying it. We've all been thinking it, guaranteed.
All right.
Every one of us.
Look it. I love you. That was good. I mean, it's getting better and better and better. And I appreciate the humility and the ability to let me go there, quote unquote, with your paradigms, right? This is like the more discipline you get, and you can see Alexis is just so studied at this. And Kathy's doing such a great job for us too, that it's just so easy to give them their coaching because you can see they give you back the trained parts of it, right? And then it's just, of course, when you have trained parts of it, the humans on the other end of the line collide into you. And so we have to deal with that part. And that's the higher level training. Gabby asked a great question too. What's circle prospecting? Well, that's the next vertical level of opportunity that we want to get you to. But we got to get you really soundly working on these basics, and then we can get you there. But bravo. I'm really appreciating the attendance and everything. Go ahead, Gabby.
Just one more question.
Yep.
I know that you had said that Kathy and the rest of your girls have a prospect, and you showed us this in our helpline meeting.
Yeah.
The prospect spread list or spreadsheet where they can keep up with their prospect. Where can I get that?
You know, what's the answer? Tell me where. Who's responsible for that?
I know Paul, but is there a place that I can log in to get it or no?
Nope. It's his responsibility, and it's on the Teachable site to answer your question. So he needs to, and I thought you guys were already going to sit there and watch those videos together and do it. So there's your homework.
We will.
Yeah. And by the way,
cool.
The good news is, the bad news for all of you that have already started using the telemarketing tracker is we updated it one more time. So a couple of you like Sativa that has 3 weeks in it, and Desi, you might want to transfer your stuff into the new one, only because we did take advantage of putting all the other contexts in there. So originally we started with just primary expireds. FSBO's probates, but we did add the just listed, just sold, etc. We added some things in there. So the new copy, I just, while you only have 3 weeks in there, Sativa and Desi, move it over. Okay? Cool. All right, gang, gotta go. Bravo. Good job. I'm proud of you all. Appreciate the attendance too. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Laura. Welcome. Good to have you.